Good morning, children. In the last class, we were doing lesson 5, singular and plural. I think now you must have understood some words that end with S, some words end with ES, some word ends with IES, and some nouns that change that you have to change a vowel in between. Woman will become woman, man will become men. And then there were some nouns that do not change in the plural nouns. That is, sheep remains sheep, deer, deer, luggage will remain luggage. You will not write luggages. Is that clear? And sometimes we use a plural noun for one thing that has two parts, like trousers, shorts, and pants, scissors, glasses. Then some plural nouns refer to the group of people, animals, or things as same, okay? Like clothes, stairs, goods. The exercises I will do and send them to you in WhatsApp. Children, revise this. Now after doing the recapitulation of your singular and plural, now open your books on page 20. Open your books on page 20 and solve it with me. Now, can you see the first picture? It is of water. It is of water. Now, tell me, can you count water? You cannot count water. Can you count balloon? Yes, you can count balloon. That is why it has become balloons. Can you count butter? You cannot count butter. Now, circle the things that you can count. So, balloons you can count. You will circle this. Then, muffins. Muffins, you can see the plural form. S, that means it is a plural. You can count muffins. Then, you can see marbles. Marbles, again it is a plural form. You can again count marbles. Can you count dresses? Again it is a plural form. ES, dresses. You can count it. But can you count honey? You cannot count honey. Can you count milk? You cannot count milk. So, nouns have got two forms. One is countable. Countable noun that can be counted, and the other one is uncountable noun that cannot be counted. Now see, balloons can be counted, muffins can be counted, marbles, dresses can be counted, whereas water, butter, honey, milk, that cannot be counted. So it is called uncountable nouns. Now children, nouns that can be counted are called countable nouns, and nouns that cannot be counted are called uncountable nouns. Now, uncountable nouns can be made countable by using partitive. Uncountable nouns can be made countable by using partitive. What is partitive? Part of something. Like, you cannot count blood, but if I say a drop of blood, it will become countable. Is that clear? So, we use a partitive to talk about only a part of a whole of something. For example, a packet of biscuits. Once you go to market, you can't say, give me one biscuit. They won't give you one biscuit. You have to take one packet of biscuit. A slice of bread. You get a loaf of bread in the market, but that can be counted. But as a whole, if I talk about bread, you won't be able to count bread. And from the bread also, you can ask for a slice of bread from your mama. And if you go to a market to ask for a jam, can you say, give me one jam? No. You have to say, give me a jar of jam. A dollop of cream. Please underline these and learn them nicely. In the same way, now how uncountable nouns can be used as partitive nouns to make it countable. Now children, please place your fingers. See, biscuit. If you want to buy a biscuit, you will say, please give me a box of biscuit, a packet of biscuit, or a tin of biscuit. In the same way for blood, it is a drop of blood. That will become partitive. Bread, a loaf of bread, a piece of bread, a slice of bread. Butter, a knob of butter, a lump of butter. Cake, in the same way, a piece of cake, a slice of cake. Cardboard, a sheet of cardboard. Cheese, a slice, a wedge. Understand what is wedge? Now this is the cheese, you cut it this way, this becomes wedge. Chocolate, a bar of chocolate, a box of chocolate. Coffee, a jar of coffee. Dirt, a speck of dirt. Dust, a cloud. Speck of furniture, a piece of furniture. Glass, a pane of. Grass, a clump of. Lemon, a slice, a wedge of. Light, a flash, ray of. Oil, a drop of. You have to learn these very nicely, children. Now come to again to the page 22. Paper, a piece of paper, a sheet of paper, strip of paper. Rain, a drop, trickle of. Rubbish, a pile of rubbish. Salt, a grain, pinch of salt. Soap, a bar of soap, a cake of soap. Sugar, you can say a cube of sugar, spoonful of sugar, a packet of sugar. But as such, you will not be able to count sugar. Thread, again you won't be able to count thread. You have to say a length, a piece of thread, strand of thread. In the same way, now we come to the exercises which you should do it in the book itself. Now can you see milk? A dash of milk is written. What is it? It is a bottle of milk. Please do this in your book only as I am doing it on the blackboard. A dash of tea. What is a dash of tea? A cup of tea. You can have a number of cups of tea. You can count. Is that clear? But otherwise you cannot count tea. Now juice. A glass of juice. Then bread. A loaf of bread. Then soap. A cake of soap. You all children, you all must learn all these by heart so that you know how to use it. You don't say give me a chocolate. You say give me a bar of chocolate. Then flour. How do you use flour? A bag of flour. Do you say give me one flour? No. You say एक बोरी आटे की दे दो. Okay. Then a wedge of cheese. A wedge of cheese. A piece of cheese. Then toothpaste. A tube of toothpaste. So these are called partatives. What are they called? Partitive. So I am telling you once again, uncountable nouns that can be made countable by using partitive. So children, all of you must learn about these uncountable nouns and partatives, how they are used in different contexts. Is that clear to you? The written work I will send you in WhatsApp. Till here, you have to learn it by heart. Thank you, children. God bless.